name is Charnae, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of Say It With a Purpose. I'll just have to first thank everybody for showing so much support, for showing so much kindness and spreading so much positivity my way with this very first episode. Thank you so much for just being so supportive. It really means a lot, and I'm so appreciative, so thank you. Who doesn't love food? I mean, just picture your favorite food, your favorite dish, something that you love to eat, sitting right here on this plate. Just picture it right here. Looking good, looking tender, smelling good. You can smell the seasoning. It's calling your name. Now, let's replace the food. Instead, let's put down your hopes. Sprinkle a little bit of your aspirations. Pour and shake a little bit of everything your heart desires. It's right on this plate. This week's episode is, does your work ethic match your appetite? Okay, so let's break it down. First, think about what's on your plate. Think about the things that you love to do, things that feed your soul, things that you don't mind waking up early to do, things that just genuinely bring joy to your life. First, remember what's on your plate. Think about how it really defines your appetite. Is it something that you just want a little nibble, just a little bite of? Is it something that you crave every now and then? Like if you see it, you want it. If you don't see it, you don't think about it. Or is it something that you've been starving for and that you haven't had in a minute? A minute could be either, going a few weeks without it, or even a day or two, because you love it that much, you want it that bad. How is your appetite? Now, let's think about our work ethic, because we want our work ethic to match our appetite. So if our goals and aspiration is the food on our plate, then I kind of look at the work ethic as the way of getting to that food. And I kind of broke it down 3 ways. First, are you going to get delivery or takeout? Second, are you going to dine in? Or third, are you going to cook it? Let's look at the first option, delivery and takeout. So by this one, I kind of thought immediately of just, a quick, simple way that's a little bit more comfortable, where you don't really have to do a lot of work. Like you don't have to actually go in the kitchen and cook the food. You don't have to really do anything to prepare for the food. All you gotta do is just spend money and have somebody bring it to you. The only thing you gotta keep in mind is, because somebody else is preparing your food, there is a chance that they could get your order wrong, or they could mess it up completely. And that's not saying that this is a bad option. This is just a little bit more comfortable, where you necessarily aren't doing the work. You're just depending on somebody else to get it right and get it to you in a quick amount of time. So the next option is dining in. And dining in is, it's different than the last one, because you're actually in the environment where people are working hard to prepare your goals, to bring them straight to you. But the thing is, while you're waiting for your goals to hopefully come out right and just be, exactly like you imagine, you're just waiting. You're just sitting there. You're just waiting for the time to go by and just waiting for your food or your goal, which can be asking for a lot when you put it in somebody else's hands. Similar to the takeout delivery option. And while nothing's wrong with the dining in option, some people just, if they really have a huge appetite for something, it's hard to just sit there and wait, because sometimes people are running behind because they're working on other people's goals, or working on trying to make other people's aspirations happen. So sometimes yours is a little pushed to the side, or it's just not the first priority. So sometimes people aren't comfortable waiting if they've been starving and just waiting to eat. And when you come in to a restaurant, they're going to give you a wait time. They're going to tell you, okay, you'll be seated in about 30 minutes. And that isn't even when your food is going to come. That's just literally for you to have a seat at a table inside a restaurant. And the last option is to cook, or to simply make the opportunity happen for yourself by yourself by doing what's necessary to make it possible. If this plate matters to you that much, then why would you just put it in somebody else's hands? I mean, of course we all, have our cheat days or get a little lazy to the point where you don't feel like cooking, and that's fine. You don't have to cook every day, but this is something that you really want, something that you just know that's got to be right, that you have an appetite of, something that you just want to continue to eat week after week, month after month, year after year, just something that you've got to get right because it means that much to you. There's some things you do have to just put in your own hands. You can't depend on other people, because think about some of your favorite food. Some of your favorite food doesn't come from the fast food joint, or doesn't always come from a fancy restaurant. Some of your favorite food comes from the kitchen. And if your appetite is so big to the point where you just won't settle for anything less, then why not take that responsibility? And why not be the one who cooks it? Why not be the one who prepares it? Because you know how you want it more than anybody else. So I need you to say that I am responsible for making sure that my work ethic measures up to my appetite, because I refuse to put my hopes and aspirations into the hands of someone else. And then say it again. And as always, say it with a purpose. Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. Again, I truly appreciate it, and I can't thank you enough, so thank you. And I will even appreciate it more if you like, comment, and or subscribe. Please, and share, because that just makes the world go around, So please share. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and please tune in to the next week's episode. I'll see you then.